Hey guys, quick one today. I thought, as everyone loves to hear about this one especially, I would go through my current collection of SIG Airsoft replicas. None of these are real at YouTube. So I thought I would just quickly go through what I have. I didn't actually have anything SIG until probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Was never really a big fan of like the MCX. I don't know why, but the like Virtus series, the first one, super chunky handguard. Just didn't love it. Like, it was fine. So ended up basically watching some videos, and I think the first thing actually that I fell in love with was, let me just get it out, was one of these, which is my most compact actual like primary SIG, the MPX K. This one's actually the model which is a Copperhead, so it's got like a shortened upper receiver to it. It is not actually my favorite. I have another one, but when I got this, I actually just really liked it. I think I saw a video, as I always do, of Jaeger Precisions, and just love that actually the SIG has these controls. Like, it's the AR controls that you all know, you all love, everyone's used to them. However, it's a bit different, and it's something which again, like the lower pretty much to me feels like an AR lower, but it definitely looks different, it feels different, and so I've become a little bit of a SIG Sauer fanboy. I was at SHOT Show. When I was there, I was at the SIG booth, spent probably about an hour there just going through different stuff that they have. And so this was probably the one where I first got it and I was like, hold on a second, I quite like SIG. And so this is one of the ones in my collection. I actually have another MPX K as well. I've done some different stuff to this, dye-free code grip on it. I've got a Streamlight actual light on top of here. I've got a different flash hider. This is the Copperhead upper receiver. This is a Repro MPX K stock there. I've got a real one on another MPX K I have. That actually then led me to going for this, which is actually made by APFG. So it's a subsidiary or a non-connected subsidiary of VFC. So effectively, this is a VFC gas blowback. I absolutely love this thing. I have to say, I do love my MPX-K probably more, but this thing is built so well. Mine's actually got the SIG trades on it because I got that put on there by Octagon Airsoft. But I definitely kind of fell in love with like the SIG DE, you know, their like tan kind of coloring that they now have kind of on, or they do have on everything. Again, it wasn't something that I was really that into. I'm like, if I'm going to get a replica as a primary, I just get it in black like everything is. Don't necessarily need it like this. And after having this for a while, I feel it's weird now picking up black replicas. But the build quality on this is amazing. I really, really love it. I think this is about $550 if you're going to go and buy it. The MPX-K from APFG as well, that's going to be about $390, $400. Obviously then you're buying gas mags, etc. Cool thing with this is it takes the gas mags from the VFC gas AR platform. So if you're looking and you've got actual gas mags already for your VFC, you could just plug it into this. I really love this. The most solidly built replica I have probably. This is a real SIG sight on here. Again, going down the SIG kind of fanboy. This is a real SIG Sauer cheek riser that I put on here. This is actually the Repro that comes with it. And then this is Magpul. I pretty much put these K2 plus grips on everything right now. This is actually a Unity tactical front foregrip. What I'm actually going to do though is I am going to switch it over to my favorite Magpul. Like I have this on this other one. I'm going to talk up my XM5, but I do like it. I just don't think I like it as much. I think that one's better. Obviously it looks cool. It kind of goes in with the same coloring. Other thing I do love about SIG is that these are all slightly different colors. I don't know if you can tell there, but the upper and the lower are slightly different, kind of that tan finish. Again, my sight, which is a real one, is again off. It's not quite the same. And so what you get is kind of this cool effect where if I have a different Magpul tone, a different Unity tactical tone, a different scope tone, a different handrail, upper, lower, then it actually ends up looking pretty good together. Or that's kind of, it doesn't look cheap and tacky, which is what I thought would be the worry. Black is black, and therefore it's not going to really change that much. Whereas with this, obviously there is a lot more variation. But this one, again, continued my love of SIG, going down that kind of path. I really like how I can actually fold that and just put it in. After getting that, it was like, okay, well, where do I go from here? And of course, that's not the end. I then managed to find that I could get the XM5 that was being built by TOXICANT. This thing is a lot heavier, like it's a big boy, this guy. And again, big fan of everything on it. It's really well built again. It's got the SIG trades on there. So you can see here, SIG kind of logo right there. You can see here, it's got all the real steel kind of SIG MCX stuff there. And this is the XM5 based on the XM5, now XM7 that the US Army are going to be using. I again decided to go down the SIG route because I think like SIG definitely are a company in Airsoft now. It's coming through because everything now that people want to buy in Airsoft, if you want to buy SIG, you can pretty much get everything. They do sights, they do the foregrips, they do different rails, they do stocks, they do the actual firearms, they do everything. So if you want to, you can pretty much just go full SIG loadout. And this is one of the SIG Romeo 8T sights. I like SIG sights a lot. I hadn't tried them before. I was like, oh, well, if I've got a SIG actual replica, then I should use a SIG sight as well. But that's a Romeo 8T. This is a Juliet 3 Micro. So again, both SIG. So SIG, not technically SIG, but really is SIG. And then what I actually ended up doing recently, and you may notice if you follow the channel, this is looking a bit different. I've changed out this stock again. Now, I actually originally had the stock one, which is what came with it from TOXICANT, which again has SIG branding on it. Probably say SIG about 3,000 times in this video. Again, it's a kind of cool stock. I didn't really like the look of it particularly. And it was very wobbly actually when you kind of had it on the replica. So I decided to switch it out, start with this, which is like the kind of skeletonized folding stock. I liked that, but this thing is a lot heavier and a lot more front heavy. So decided to switch it out again. I ended up putting a one of these on there instead, which is a telescopic Picatinny rail one. Again, I kind of liked it, but if you watch the video, like I didn't love it. It's a bit of a weird shape, kind of that more, I don't know, it's kind of like a Scar, like Ugg boot kind of style stock. And I really hate the Scar stock. So when I had it on there, it just felt a bit weird. This is real. Again, it's from SIG. And this kind of just is a little bit rattly for me. So ended up now switching to this, which is, again, watched other videos of other YouTubers. They were putting other kind of stubby stocks on there. I love the Magpul furniture and the Magpul stocks. And a lot of the time with like these style CTR stocks, I'll put this on most of my replicas. But it is very AR looking. It's very standard. It's very not SIG and not a bit different. So they actually released this new one, which is their MOE RL stock. So it's a new version of what this one is. And so when I saw it, it's kind of that more minimal. It's like a little bit different. And I was like, you know what? I think that could look really cool on an XM5 or on my XM5. And I don't know if you guys agree, but I think my build may be done. It's got the actual Magpul. It's on the original stock buffer tube. But that now allows me to extend it. It folds. Annoyingly, it doesn't fold flat, which is kind of annoying. If I do this, then it'll go a little bit closer in, but it doesn't fold fully flat, which does annoy me somewhat. But I think actually just the look of it and how it feels, like this thing feels really, really good in the shoulder now. Like that length of it. I like mine kind of short, I would say, generally, but having the option to go longer is cool. But yeah, this is where I've got that Magpul foregrip on there. And so I'm going to put that onto the other one. But basically I kind of just went all SIG on this, got very, very happy doing it. And this thing is very, very cool. But then I actually ended up not finishing there. You'd have thought, wow, you've had enough SIG, Badger. Why would you need to do any more? This is my most recent one. And again, I think you go down the whole, I like my SIG tans, I like the kind of colouring of it, and it does make you feel a bit different. And I actually really like how this feels in the hand. I don't like the SIG grip generally. I switch it out like I have done on this one for the Magpul K2 Plus. Same with this one. Same with this one with the dye-free. This one, I actually have to say, it's that kind of bulbous feel, but it does feel good. I put the, what are they called? Falcon? No, they are called Falcon grips. Yeah, Falcon grip tape on the actual outside, which I think makes it look pretty cool. This is a SIG Air sight. I tried putting different red dots on this SIG before I actually just went with this. They are making these themselves, and it's a good red dot, I have to say. It obviously looks very good on there because, again, they're designing it, and this is a SIG Sauer licensed actual replica pistol. So now if you see me out on the field and I'm running my like SIG loadout, I'm going to have this M17 P320. I'm going to either have my XM5 or I'll have my Spear LT or I'll have my MPX K. But I now have kind of gone from being the guy who has got everything kind of standard milsim to now everything, oh look, I'm cool, I look like I'm wearing SIG everything, because they're getting all the contracts, and they're going to be, I think there is going to be a bit of a shift now where we've seen like the M4 AR platform everywhere, because it has been the recognizable AR, you know, like platform that's being used by all kind of like first world militaries. I think that that may now shift in the next 10 to 15 years, where it seems like this style, you know, no buffer tube, a little bit more kind of not your standard kind of oval circular shaped what is it, foregrip. Like you've actually kind of got this now, which is a bit different, M-lock in different places, same kind of body. But it definitely seems like SIG have done an insane amount of business in the last like 3-4 years, got so many contracts, and they are doing so many pieces of equipment that actually people really like. So I do think fast forward like 10-15 years, it may be like these are the new M4s, and the M4 becomes a little bit more like the M16. I don't know. We'll see if that works out. But that is currently my SIG loadout so far. If I do add other things to it, I will do more on this video. But if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff specifically, let me know. These are actually going to be giveaways to the members. We actually gave away this one this morning, the CTR stock, to one of our members. These are going to be giveaways. This is a real one. So this is like a $260 Picatinny rail stock, so you could just put that on anything you want. Obviously it will look better with something SIG, but I thought I would just mention that those are going to be giveaways. That is probably about it from this video. I will be back with another video very soon. I hope you guys are good wherever you are, and if there's another set of equipment, you know, if there's another brand that you like that I should kind of talk about, I have got lots of different stuff, so I could probably do this on another one like a Daniel Defense or something along those lines. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I will see you very soon, and have a good day wherever you are. Goodbye.